Beginning the show with a sigh. It's almost a tradition, really. Welcome back to the show, folks. Last couple of episodes have been kind of, the Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy. I don't know. One was like 45 minutes and the other was 10 minutes. I'm all over the map in terms of my production. But I have a point today, actually. And not just to my beard. I have something that I would like to discuss. I'm here in Radar Toys, and I'm in front of their collector books. Basically, what I want to show you is an issue of the Submariner and Hulk. It's Tales to Astonish, issue 71. This is a book that came in, and it is a price of $8 in the store. And if you can see, it is in kind of rugged shape up at the top. It's real tattered, real tatty. What if you could get that book in a fairly good shape without having to pay that much for it, if you were just interested in having a copy of Kirby's artwork? That's why today I wanted to talk to everybody who's interested, I suppose, about facsimile books. Facsimile books are not reprints. They're a little bit more involved than that. And let's get into it. When you're considering sharing some of these works with people, one of the things that I have always lamented on this channel openly is that the days of the wires, the spinning wire rack at the pharmacy are over. You can't really do all of the things that we used to do as kids in the 60s and 70s, even into the 80s and such, with comic books, because into the 90s they became sort of the first step towards becoming the mega blockbuster thing that they are today, really. Comic book stores had become a thing, and lots and lots and lots of the older books got scooped up and they got slabbed, which means they got graded and put in plastic and you can't get at them. So Marvel would issue stuff like The Essentials, which is some of this same stuff, which I have bought these other copies of. These are the original works, but they're in black and white, okay? Which I appreciate when I'm looking at Jack Kirby's artwork. I kind of like the lack of color. One of the reasons why I bought this was sort of as a study of a black and white line study of Jack Kirby's work. And if you want to get good color representations, you can do stuff like the newly emerging, this has got to be like the fourth time or so that they've done this, but the Mighty Marvel Masterworks line. Okay, you can get them that way, but even in this situation where you're buying an entire volume of books, you are not getting the comic itself. What I mean by that is that one of the things that we love, older comic book fans love, is the flashback potential of opening up one of these older comics that I've got from the 60s or the 70s in here, from when I was a kid, and being able to genuinely go through the book as it was. But that's what a line of comic books like this is all about, okay? It is designed to give you the experience of reading the book, but instead of on newsprint, it's on a nice glossy paper. The color transfer is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. But then the other thing that they have in here is, as you will see on the bottom of this page right here below this panel, it says continued after next page. And you're like, did they really? Yeah, they really did. This is the exact ad for an engine repair correspondence that you could send away for. Commercial Trader Institute. Nothing has been altered about these books. So if it was printed that day and if it was sent out, then you could see exactly what were there. Dance lessons, live seahorses. You could get a darling pet monkey for $18.95. This squirrel monkey makes an adorable pet companion. Show it affection and enjoy its company. Almost human with its warm eyes. Your family will love it. And it's not a toy. Okay, they were really selling monkeys, spider monkeys. Everything in here is exactly the way it was. Famous military medals, song ideas, drawing competitions, stamps, writing poetry, poems wanted, high school equivalency courses. And then you had stuff like this, playing guitar in 7 days correspondence course, building model rockets. You could get a jet engine that burns gas for $1.50. Catalog of 2,950 novelties. And I would get these. The catalogs sent out for sure. And they have the original letters pages. So you can see exactly what was sent in. Will you work Saturday mornings for $5 to $20 extra? Teaching you how to shine shoes, selling Madison Shoe Manufacturing Company. You want to sell shoes on a Saturday? You can make between $5 and $20 extra a week selling shoes. I mean, this was the experience of reading a comic book. It's a changed thing now. What it is not bad. What it is now different. But there are little Brits and breaths of the wire catalog or the wire spinning rack days, which are being reissued. Now, these books are not 20 cents like they used to be back in the day either. They are clocking in at about $3.99 per. Okay? But you are getting a really nice glossy transfer of the entire book as it stood back on its original publishing date, which I think is pretty neat. So when you see these reissues of the early Avengers, the early Fantastic Four stuff, they're doing it with a lot of properties. And usually they're doing it with characters or properties that they're going to be bringing out in the MCU or on Marvel television stuff, whatever, with Disney. In this case, I see them pushing Wonder Man quite a bit lately. I don't know why. It's kind of a bizarre character. But aren't they all? Anyway, that's all for that. As you can see, the office continues to be in a state of complete disruption. I have a lot of stuff to get through, and some of that means taking some stuff out of its packaging, as you all know. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I thought I would show you what I have picked up recently in terms of the die cast, because I haven't been super direct with pickup videos after the fact. But I did want to say that I have been making the case finds that I have wanted to find this year, and with little to no effort. I'm showing up and finding these in the middle of the afternoon. I'm not going busting out at early in the dawn to find things anymore, and I'm much happier. And I haven't missed a casting yet that I've really wanted to get this year. So we have the Aston in the Gulf livery. Some of you may or may not know I have quite a collection of Gulf livery stuff. The color scheme in the Gulf livery just screams race car to my American brain. I found the white Pagani Zonda R, which will join my black Pagani Zonda R very quickly in the case. These Pagani rides, the Zonda in particular, is one that I will be collecting throughout these cases. I believe there's a blue one coming next. It's sharp. It's sort of a midnight blue. Then next up, I found this 82 Seville, which is I've said it before, but it's the biggest mistake Cadillac ever could make in designing a ride. This is probably one of the ugliest things they ever made, and it just warms my heart that Hot Wheels decided to put out the 82. When I was in high school, we had an old Eldorado, and my mom called it the Gray Ghost, and that thing had a V8 in it, man, and it would just haul. So dumb as these cars looked, they had big metal under the hood, believe me. And then Batmobile from Tim Burton, Batman, but with these really interesting orange accentuations and the orange pit glass. So that's kind of neat. And as you know, or maybe you don't, but now you do, I am a definite sucker for the Tim Burton Batmobile, and I'm super glad that it is going to make a new appearance in the Flash movie that's coming out soon. I saw that McFarlane has actually reissued the Batmobile. Some of the scale is a little bit wonky apparently, but that's so that they can fit a figure in it still, and also so that they can fit them on a store shelf, because it doesn't matter how much somebody thinks is something's cool, there's a store manager that has to figure out square inches to see if everything's going to fit in an aisle. Did you ever think about that before? There's somebody who sits there and goes, there's 4 of those, 6 of those, and those are all these big and this big, and then you got to have an inch between each product. You ever wonder how we get short peg, close peg problems? It's somebody sits there and figures out exactly how close those pegs can go before we'll just say, screw it, and rip them all. As I love to say just about every episode, kids, don't smoke cigarettes. Such a waste of money and lung tissue that was. And I never did look like James Dean. Anyway, folks, if you like what you've seen here at Monkey Shine Lab, and I hope you have, please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500. That is still a long way from becoming any sort of professional channel, but we're hoping to just try to make some personal goals this year. And that means 100 subscribers by the end of the year. it's still spring. Maybe we can get it done. So tell your friends. Tell your weird friends. I know that if you're weird enough to have sat through this whole thing, then you've got some weird friends. Tell them, please. And of course, if you've enjoyed this so far, then please seek help. And we will see you next time right here on the Monkey Shine Lab. Hey, stick around. Bonus footage. You made it this far. You get the payoff. Bye. Let's go be creepy in Target. Let's go be creepy. Stuff. That's really neat. I did a lot of time in one of these Toyota vans. Homer. Let's see if there's anything else. BMW. Lots of Max Steel. Audi, Nissan. Maybe not. Wow, somebody's even put some of these in order. Oh, yep, somebody was leaving an art project. Surf and turf. So the only thing new is that Toyota really. The van. I've already got one of those Batmobiles, so. Automobili Parafina Batista. Pretty cool. I love the deco on it. Don't need it. Oops. Apparently somebody else doesn't need it either. Okay, well, oh, there's that Batman set again. I'll tell you what, if it didn't have this obnoxious, stupid thing in it, I would maybe buy it for those other 3 Ford cars, but oof. Let's see what else is going on. Lots of Target trucks, if you need your Target trucks. And semi-new Matchbox, but nothing I need. Bogus. Hey, Jersey. RX-7. And it looks like that's that Mattress Man. Let's see if they've got anything else anywhere else. For anyone else. Still, signs of new stuff. It's good. $750. Wow.